So do want to jump out to a live look here in Florida. We do have some protesters standing outside of the Laundrie family home again. The search for Brian does continue on, especially as he's now not been seen for over 2 weeks. So let's go ahead and bring in Fox 13's Kim Quizon because we want to continue to get the most up-to-date information on this case. And so, Kim, anything new developing here today in the search for Brian?
Yeah, Christy, well, I just got done talking with Brian Laundrie's family attorney, and he says that the FBI now has in their possession a phone that was purchased, and that same phone is the one that Brian left behind at the Laundrie household before he went into the Carlton Reserve. And I want to show you some video. The search of the Carlton Reserve is still on at this point in time. Parents said he used to enter the Carlton Reserve. While the search for Brian is now being headed by the FBI, we saw Northport officers out assisting and helping, and the search has scaled back, but it remains in the 25,000-acre reserve, focused on lakes and ponds. We haven't had a press conference or heard from the FBI since the federal arrest warrant went out for Brian Laundrie last week. That was not for Gabby Petito's homicide, but for bank fraud. And speaking with a former FBI special agent and professor at USF, she says that is not unusual at all, and there's a reason why we aren't getting regular updates.
When the FBI or local law enforcement are conducting investigations, keeping their cards close to their chest is integral to making sure the integrity of that investigation is protected. Primarily, that's because any evidence that they may have, they want to make sure is not disclosed to a potential offender who can come up with, let's say, cover-up evidence or an alibi, things that they could, be able to work around if all of that is disclosed.
And Dr. Brianna Fox says the public's help in gathering information or tips is greatly appreciated, but it can become too much if irrelevant tips or even hoaxes are being reported. As for people trying to interject themselves into the investigation, Dr. Fox says that's a bad idea. In the end, it could hurt a conviction or crucial evidence. And I can also tell you that the FBI has requested and gotten surveillance footage from Fort De Soto. That is where Brian Laundrie and his parents went on a camping trip at the beginning of September, right before this whole investigation started. Christy, back to you.
All right, and we do appreciate, of course, that latest update. Kim Quizon joining us here on Live Now from Fox, and we appreciate the time you've given us here today. And as Kim mentioned, we do continue to follow this case. She just was talking about, and let's go ahead and show you just some of the video of that area that FBI has also been searching. This is some video from the Fort De Soto Park. So as Kim just had mentioned, the FBI has obtained some surveillance footage from this area. So this is part of their investigation into the search for Brian Laundrie, who again has been allegedly missing since mid-September. Now, a spokesperson for Pinellas County Sheriff's Office did confirm to Fox News Digital on Wednesday that surveillance footage from Fort De Soto Park was being looked at as part of an open and active investigation being conducted by the FBI. So the news of the FBI's investigation of the footage was then released after Fox News Digital requested surveillance videos from certain portions of the park and was told by a county spokesperson that the sheriff's office was referring all records regarding the case to the FBI's Denver field office, saying, quote, the surveillance footage is part of that, and that's why it is not being released. So that was, again, a spokesperson for the sheriff's office had said shortly thereafter. Now, a spokesperson for the FBI's Denver office would not comment on the pending investigation. And on Monday, a Fox News Digital reporter overheard a park worker say investigators had checked surveillance video on the ground. In the days after Laundrie arrived home alone, Charlene Guthrie, who lives directly across the street from the Laundrie family, had told Fox News she saw the Laundrie mowing the lawn and then riding his bike with his mother, appearing to go camping with his parents. Petito had previously been living with the family at their Northport, Florida home. Now, we also saw that Dog the Bounty Hunter announced he's entering in with this search for Brian Laundrie, and tips then quickly were pouring in. He told Fox News he received a tip on Monday that Laundrie's parents did spend the night in Fort De Soto Park with their son twice in early September, from September 1st to the 3rd and from the 6th to the 8th. Now, records obtained by Fox News' Robert Sherman showed Laundrie's mother, Roberta Laundrie, registered at the park on September 6th and indicated she'd be staying until September 8th. So still, so many questions remain unanswered at this time, as we just heard from Kimberly Cuizon, our Fox 13 reporter. FBI trying to keep a lot of their information, some of the progress they've made in the investigation, close to their chests as they continue to search for Brian. So we'll be staying on top of this case here for you on Live Now from Fox. As we mentioned, we do have this live look outside of the Laundrie family home, where each and every single day we hear of protesters standing outside. Moments ago, we had some people on megaphones demanding the Laundrie parents do something more. And so we'll continue to follow all the latest here in this Gabby Petito case for you on Live Now from Fox.